Oh, hey, come on in. It's good to see you again. Perfect timing. I actually have another gun out here today. This one is actually a bit older than the last one was. This one is actually a Mossberg 83D. For any firearm enthusiasts out there, you definitely have heard the name Mossberg before. It's tossed around with some of the big names like Remington, Winchester, Beretta, Benelli. There's some names that if you're into firearms you've heard, and Mossberg is definitely one of them. Mossberg was founded by O.F. Mossberg, Oscar Frederick Mossberg, in 1919. He was actually 53 years old when he started the company. His first firearm was a .22 pistol, handheld pistol, and it was called the Brownie, and it was basically made for dispatching trapped animals and small game. Mossberg started the company. It's actually still in the family. A. Ivor Mossberg is actually the great-grandson of Oscar Frederick, and he still owns the company today. So what we have here is, so we're just going to make sure that we're going to prove it's safe. It's unloaded. We're going to take the bolt out for safety. There we are. So this is actually in great shape. It's been sanded down, as you can tell. The barrel's in really good shape. It has a full choke here. So if I'll have a look here. So modern shotguns, the choke threads are internal in the barrel. This one here is actually external. You can see that there. This is a full choke here. Okay, this model here is the 83D. So this model was actually made in between 1940 and 1946, I believe. This one here is a broken trigger guard, unfortunately, but I'm looking for a replacement. Hopefully I can find one. So this was produced from the 40s to 46, I think. With the exception of 1942. For the war efforts, Mossberg actually stopped making firearms. And during the war, they switched to making parts for the Browning M2 50 caliber heavy machine gun. So that's quite interesting. So after the war was over, they went back to making firearms. So this one here has an internal box magazine. Okay, so you can't load it from the bottom. You actually have to load from the top. So you put shells in there, press them down, and it can hold 2 shells in the magazine and then 1 in the chamber for a total of 3. Okay, I'm just going to put the bolt back in here. So again, if you've heard of, what do we got here? Okay, so we've got a little malfunction here. That's fine. It's old enough. We can understand why. So from the mid 70s, I'd say, from the war era, just after World War II, a man named Carl Benson joined the Mossberg company, and he worked with them until about the 70s. But he was responsible probably for one of the most famous firearms you can buy. It's the Mossberg 500. It certainly was touted as being the first with a tang safety. For those of you who know, tang safety is basically a switch here for safe and hot or live, right? So anyway, the Mossberg 500, if you're into firearms, you've heard of it. It's a cheap gun. It's a good gun. They're reliable. They've been around for so long. You can beat it up and you don't worry about scratching it. Fantastic gun. Kind of like with the likes of the 870 Remington, that type of thing. So the Mossberg, O.F. Mossberg, great gun. An oldie right here, and I look forward to shooting it. I probably didn't mention it's 410 caliber, which is also a bit lighter than a regular 12 gauge or even 16, 20 gauge. But 410, very different looking shell. I look forward to firing this. I haven't fired it yet, but as soon as the weather gets nicer and we're able to, I really look forward to it. And thank you again for watching. Stay safe. And I just want to give a shout out to my beautiful videographer here. So just give me 1 second. There she is, my daughter Marika. Thank you so much, honey, for videoing.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for watching.